All right, last stop, and this one's on our own. KOKUSAI Street Market, where all sorts of things seem to be going on here. I am honestly not sure what's going on right now, but it's a chaotic scene here at the corner. A lot of kids, the occasional mascot, a few Power Rangers. I'm at a little bit of a loss here. And a lot of people in wheelchairs. Now, I was told that today is the beginning of spring break, which is ironic because it's also the beginning of the school year. So I'm not sure what to think, but it may explain why there's such a crowd out and about today. And it's just one last time to enjoy yourself before you have to buckle down and get on with your studies. In the meantime, the crowd also means that there's plenty going on. So, yeah, better that than have the place kind of dead. So, here we go. Let's see what I can find. I'm not gonna lie, I saw a few t-shirts down at the castle that I wouldn't mind finding and bringing home because I think Daniel would like them. It's very much the kawaii culture type of stuff, even if it's not specifically anime related. I think he'd get a kick out of them and would probably be more than happy to wear them. So I'm gonna see what I can find. I've seen a shabu shabu place, but it's all you can eat and it requires kind of staying there for a while. So same with the cat cafe, it's a time thing and I don't have that much time to begin with. One of the things is that, you know, once again, it's a case of choice overload. I think I've gone off of KOKUSAI Street and into a shopping arcade. Well, it's nice to know that they exist down here. Not that it should surprise me, but it's just kind of like, okay, wow, there is just so much to look at, and it's all open now, unlike some of the ones that we were at last year. Daniel, you have to see your way around here. It is so crowded too. I know I'm looking over the camera, so you're not actually seeing me talking to you, but if I do that, I'm gonna crash into somebody. That is the last thing that I want. And I've also got to just look around and go, well, what do I want? Am I drawn in by something, this or that? And if I'm busy talking, then I'm not actually going to get my attention to where it needs to be. But oh my goodness. And I also have to bear in mind the time too, because I need to get back, just retrace my steps, and hopefully find something and retrieve it before I run out of time. Honestly, this place goes on for quite some distance, and not only could I get lost in here, I could also spend the whole time just looking around and not actually getting anything. I think I'm gonna have to turn around and just make my way back, just so I have the opportunity to go into places. Besides, I've gotten to a spot where we've got half the stores open and half of them not. So I don't really need to spend my time in the empty quarter so much. And besides, there are places further on where it goes on that much further, like over here. Although I'm not sure that grabs my attention. So anyway, let me make my way back down here and actually stop into places and see if there's something worth picking up. Well, it's what you're supposed to do at a shopping arcade, is shop. I've got a few things. We can save that for a little later on. And let's see if there's anything else of note to check out. My goodness. Really is no end to these stores, it seems. And I've got quite a ways to go before I get back to where the bus is. But I did see our guide behind me, so I don't think I have to worry about it just yet.
Okay, I can't pass this up, having been a big fan of Asmanga Daio. This is what you think it is, Sapa Andagi.
Honestly, I couldn't ask for a much more productive shopping hour. Well, I'm sure I could. I could think of something else. Have a sit-down deal or something like that, but quite honestly, there's only so much you can do in the given amount of time, and the fact that I've gotten what I saw somewhere else is definitely a positive, and I can only hope that I do as well in future such trips. Though admittedly I burned through more of my cash than I expected to. I probably should use my plastic a little more often. Well, I think I found a good place to cool my heels. Though admittedly, Osaka has been here and gone, I'm sure. Not sure how to close out this particular part of the trip. Like I said, it's been a successful shopping tour. I've seen much and done much, and had a lot of fun doing it, I guess. Haven't gotten myself something to eat, but I'm not sure I'm that hungry, especially after having that ice cream. That'll spoil your lunch. And I know the calories won't do me any favors either, but just don't think I've got time for soba. In any event, it's nice to have a little bit of rest while I wait for the bus to show up across the street. Probably do a little bit more wandering yet and see what we can get in. Joy, I stumbled into a place marked cargoes, and I think I've encountered a nipato, not unlike Mitsuha or something like that. I'm not sure which way to go. Up or just in. It's tempting, and now I'm starting to wonder about time. Well, it appears to be a grocery from literally whatever way you look at it. So, or at least the lower level does. So I think I'm gonna go upstairs. And now this is starting to get slightly intimidating. I don't know how far up it goes.
Sometimes I really wish I was just a little bit more literate. Find out what all there is here.
There seems to be a library back there. Either that or a bookstore. Again, not much I can do with that. So let's go down to the second floor again, which is mostly, it looked like women's fashion on one side and a bank on the other. Neither of which I need. Although there is this little section that goes outside on the second floor. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. All right. Oh, but it'll get us across the street, which, or is that the street I want to go across? I think I'm out and back. I'm getting myself further and further lost as I'm going along. Swell. Well, let's see if I can go around to the other side. Yeah, there's a canal here that wasn't in front of this place. So I'm going to assume that I've made my way to the back of this area. So I need to go around to the front if that's available. This thing does seem to curve around a little bit, so see what we can do about this. I mean, I've got a few minutes to do this. Okay, I seem to have run out of room. There is an elevator here, but that's about it. Is there a staircase leading down? Actually, yes, there is. So, yeah, while I don't need the parking garage, oh, this is actually lovely. Right here, we've got a hibiscus vine. I think that's hibiscus. I really don't know. I'm attributing everything to a certain flower, and I can't guarantee that any of it is. I'm not a botanist, as one of our current Supreme Court justices would tell you. Let's see if we can't make our way downstairs. This seems a little bit further than I expected to go. But at least there's a path. So there's that. Let's see if this gets me out to where everything is. We're still by the canal. Oh dear. I think I've gotten myself lost again. Well, this is the only way to travel. Get yourself lost, wander about a bit, and see what is there. Yep, I'm back out where I came from. Complete with, okay, this is a site that I hadn't looked at before. They have some very interesting sculptures here. And this is right out in front of the cargoes. I don't even know if it's a shopping mall or if it's just a depato or what. There's just so much to see here, even if it's just normal pedestrian stuff like this store here or that restaurant there. And you know, I've barely had time to scratch the surface. I've gotten a few things that I meant to, and that's, I guess, sufficient for the time being. But wow, there is so much and so little time for it all. But now I've got to make my way back to the bus, and I'm basically 2 street crossings or a diagonal away. I'll be there with no problem. Still, if you don't mind, honey, continue to keep an eye on me today and as we keep going. Wish me luck. I'm sure I'm gonna need it.